When dealing with unpredictable people, you've got to maintain your distance. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Chicago, Illinois. It shows us an attack on a security guard that teaches us some important lessons about dealing with belligerent people, especially when they're drunk, about pre-attack indicators, and about maintaining your distance when there's a threat around you. So these folks, the four at the bottom, have been told to get out of this building. They're causing a ruckus and sitting around being really drunk or whatever. And as this security guard is telling them to get the heck out of there, the guy in the hat is a soldier and he decides he wants to throw a water bottle at her. And when she comes his way, he punches her right in the face. Now he's been caught and he's facing a lot of trouble from both the civilian and a military perspective. But she's going to try to get out of the danger zone here, figure out how she gets inside, finally uses that keypad there to get herself inside, and this one's over. Let's go back and learn some lessons. There's always like 8 lessons on our website. Let's think about some of them now. Now, first thing is she's telling him, you got to get out of here, you got to get out of here. And I just want to encourage all of you to use verbal judo to really learn that gentle art of persuasion by listening and empathizing and asking questions and paraphrasing, summarizing. You can do these things that help people to do what you need them to do and not be confrontational about it, but it does take work. Next is knowing the cues that come before the attack comes, because this guy grabbed his water bottle. She's not necessarily paying attention to him, but he's winding up. This doesn't come out of obscurity. It actually comes from a long way away. So she had time to back up to get herself some space and stay away from the danger zone. And once he does throw it at her, you notice she walks into that danger. Why you would walk into somebody who is clearly agitated at that point, clearly willing to get violent because they're throwing things at you, is beyond me. That was bad decision making in that moment, because I don't know what her plan was at that point. Certainly as she came close to him, you notice she has her hands at her waist. If you go into a threat, you have to recognize that that threat is escalating. That guy really does want to fight, and you better at least have your hands up in an interview-ready position and, protecting your head and your neck, because bad things are coming. And that's exactly what happens here. Because her hands are so low, he punches her right in the face, and there's nothing she can do. If he wanted to continue to punch her, if he wanted to just beat the tar out of her, there was literally nothing in that moment that she was going to do, because she was completely out of the moment and she's dealing with the pain that she was in. We call that out of time in the art that I study. So, you got to make sure that you stay away from those problems if you don't have the skills to block them. Now, thankfully, she's able to kind of keep her head together, but notice that after the hit, the emotional damage that causes takes her a long while to get her emotional fitness back to figure out what she's doing. Thankfully, she was smart enough here to get out of the danger zone. So use your verbal judo, make sure that you use your defensive fence wisely, stay out of range if you possibly can, and make sure your emotional fitness is strong to cover your asp.